first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
A run up the middle with Jacobs. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Look him up on a second down and 8.
Let's go now. Ready?
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Down. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And he's in! Luke Musgrave! Touchdown, Green Bay. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to throw. He'll drop this one down for Chandler. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
Slide 2. Hut, hut.
To go play action with Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Claude Ray. Ready. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
Red, yellow. Hut.
Here's Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Little's kick is good. And the Packers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The ball comes out. Oh, he gets it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
In motion comes Thomas. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Nice throw by the rookie from Arkansas, and that's a first down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This one from 41 yards out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Texans will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll take a knee, and they'll take the ball at the 30-yard line.
Okay, right?
Here's 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Set. Set, go.
Love to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40.
On the double.
3rd and a yard.
Fight, 97. Let's go now. Fight, White. Ready?
To throw is Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Right. Check. Ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Down. Black shot. Set, huh?
On second down, Love. Oh, a loose football. The Texans have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Texans first down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. On the option, they give it to Mixon. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now, this looks like a design run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
They'll run here with Mixon. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Love. That one on target to Watson. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will go up by a point here in the second quarter. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the Super Bowl. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw is Love. This is intercepted.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. In motion comes Thomas. On third down, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down. Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Oh. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Hut, hut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Black Ultra.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Set.
Second down throw for Love. That complete to Jacobs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
He runs with it, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air once more on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll get rid of it and complete it. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick first down.
Watch out now, 50 series. Here we go, set. Cut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Red, cycle. Set, blaster, 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this will be incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
22 needle.
Love. That's complete to Watson. And bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. The Texans have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
This one hauled in by Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Chandler. And that screen's slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
On play action, Love. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Down. Smack. Red. Red. Yellow. Ready.
To throw is Love. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete, very nearly a turnover.
Black shot. Here we go. Blue striker. Ready?
Now Love. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Yellow. Ready.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Ready. Black ultra. Hut.
They'll go for it. Love. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on fourth and long.
Got it. Shot. 17. Set hut.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
43 rail. Slide 2. Set.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Packers will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here and pass the time.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now 2nd and inches. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. So 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the Texans are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. Mixon. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to.
And he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. We'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the set.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. To throw is Love. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Down. Green Jack. Go pink. Red cycle. Hut.
Throwing is Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. We'll see how they want to play this. It's Third down.
Come on, set.
Here's Love. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Second and a yard. Here's Mixon. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's first down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not decide a champion. The pressure ratchets up. The rare air of Super Bowl overtime about to begin. First and 10.
Here we go. Blaster, stick. Cut.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain, and a first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Ready. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That complete to Jacobs. Second down and 3.
Ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Green Bay. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Now he takes off.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. A gain there of 13 yards. To the air now on first and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Throwing now on first and 10. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He is in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line. And the Packers have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. So the Lombardi Trophy once again heading home to Titletown. Commissioner Goodell presenting it to the Green Bay Packers. They are your Super Bowl 61 champion. So that'll do it for another spectacular season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Greg Olson, and our entire crew, I'm Mike Tirico. We'll do it again come the fall. Till then, so long from the Super Bowl.